Greetings, traveler.
Alright guys, we are going to be taking a look at a Jeef game. We can see Jeef checking the deck tracker, see where's the OP, what's in, what's out. Jeef has already finished all the strategies, by the way. So if you go to hsreplay.com, you will see the comps tab. And if you have deck tracker, this middle icon has all the strategies laid out onto it. So HS Replay works together with Jeef. So if you're interested on what Jeef thinks are the strongest strategies right now, you can either just download the tracker or go to the website. All right, so pretty strong first turn with a shield and a pointy arrow. So he's not gonna have to be too worried about taking damage for a while. Probably just level. There's some play where you could cycle in hero power, but better level for the curve. Early today, or is this the usual time? This is the usual time. Would you have taken Yogg there? Yes. That's an awkward shop already. He could lasso and roll, but I don't... There's also the dragon. I guess he just picks up the dragon, so he hero powers, and if he hits one of the dragons, he can just buy the other dragon. He's now checking the opponent to see if he should hold cards or not. He might actually take Skipper to quest instead of the dragon. Now that I think about it, because if you take Skipper, he can level next turn for 5, sell his unit and hero power. Or if he gets a quest that he might be able to complete in one turn, he can just use the Skipper for more gold. So I guess that's, yeah. But if he had hero power, the 2-3, I guess the 2-3 would buff itself. Yeah. No, yeah. I need to stop and pause, right? I need to pause and think a little bit more on those turns. Like it really could have a big, yeah. So he has dragons or allies with a Sally in the shop. So that's usually easy completion. And then because he has the Skipper, he might be able to do it. Because there's another elemental in the shop, there's a dragon in the shop. I guess if he had held the Dragonling, he could do it in one turn, but I don't think that's on average the right call. He also has 16 attacks for Jumbo Warehouse, but yeah, we're going for this. Especially as Yogg, it's just nice. So you could sell the Skipper here and see if he gets a dragon or an ally, because then all the problems are solved, right? Yeah, okay. There we go. You guys didn't see it, but Jeef's camera, he just went like Pog for a second there. He was like, Pog! Got my quest. Alright, yeah, that's a nutty... These are exactly the type of turns you want in the quest meta. Hold a card, set yourself up, so... We can see that even though the curve of level hero power was available there, so even though he had the opportunity to level and hero power with the Yogg, the Skipper opened up a different play if he got the right quests for such a play, and he did. Yeah, quest meta is very much, I'll see what I get and then I'll figure it out, because both of those curves were very possible depending on his quests. So now we're going to see how he utilizes this kidnap sack the best. I'm inclined to just bank a lot of gold here and like take a higher tier triple. Yeah, he's checking tier 5. He has a rally unit on the board and he can hit Monstrosity, he can hit Vengeful Protector. Those are pretty strong. What else is it? Nomi Pog, Bran, obviously. So I don't think he needs a 4, right? Because he's not hurting, he's not dying, right? So I guess you just buy a card and kidnap sack something else. Probably just buy Chef, right? It's probably better than a random low tier minion. And then probably kidnap sack the pair so that he can level and kidnap the triple. Yeah, there we go. I like it. I love it. I love it when Jeef is agreeing with my plays. That will stop soon. But for now we're following him. That's good. That's good. But we yeah, we're in a really nice position now, right? Like he's not rushed. That's why he can do this play. Like he's not rushed at all. He had that really good tempo start with the shield, which has kept him very healthy. And then because he was able to complete the kidnap sack immediately, he's now going to start generating some economy as well. So probably just level kidnap sack to triple, because, you know, going for the 6 starts to be a little bit weird. Probably Bran, right? The others are stronger right now, but Bran will make you stronger pretty quickly. He's looking for Tavern Tempest now, I would suppose, because when you have Kidnap Sack available and Tavern Tempest plus Bran, you can just play 2 Tempests per turn. That will get you pretty strong pretty quickly. Yeah, he just ends on the shields. No need to play the Bran yet. Watch Jeef's game with Sire. If you have game submissions, we have a Discord channel for that. If you have a crazy game that you saw on a stream and you want me to review it, put it in that channel, please. You can use !Discord. Or if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to submit something, you can check the Discord link we have in the description. And then there'll be a game review submission or something like that. That's what the channel's called. All right, we're pretty strong and pretty healthy, so because we had that good fight, we can just level roll here. He has Evolve, so the fact that he sold 1 makes me think that he's gonna just make that 6-drop, because otherwise I think he would have just used Kidnap Sack on the magnetic, right? Yeah. Hollow Rover's nice, yeah. So maybe Kidnap Sack Beatboxer, right? That's now available. If you get a lot of magnetics, you can magnetize them on top of each other, and Beatboxer will get all of those magnetics. And then once you have that big stack of magnetics, you pick it back up with the Kidnap Sack, put it again on a magnetic, and then the Beatboxer will get all those buffs again, which is honestly, that was really insane back when a Quartotron was in the game, because then you would just get infinite gold. You would just add a Quartotron on top of a Quartotron. But that's not in right now. But you can still get very big because the Beatboxers have so many magnetics on them, which will then be triggered by the utility drones, right? Ooh, okay. Yeah. You guys see what he's gonna do, right? He wants to pick up the guy to make Golden Bran here. Come on, one time. Hey, there we go, baby. And a battle. Oh man, this is already gonna be such an OFC turn. He misclicked his hero power, but he got the Elemental anyway. That's insane. Yeah. Another panda. Oh my god, bro, this is where I am so like, Jesus, like I'm so boomering here already. Oh, but Jeef is like, oh well, time to roll up my sleeves and get going, baby. Alright, he's already taking Avalanche. He's already prepping some Avalanche. Yeah, look at him. He's just like, I'm holding these for later. It's too much, chat. It's too much. And then he buys that Battlecry thing for free. See, it's these turns where I would definitely end up being... Oh my god. I would definitely end up being on tier 6 because I would not have the money to spend. Sorry, I would not have the time to spend all this money. But this Nomi is already popping off. Yeah, he's got Matriarch for a few buffs. Yeah, look, right, he's on the rope and he has 13 gold. I'm leveling here, for sure. But Jeef is like, don't mind me. He's got Carbonic, yeah. I guess he wants to eat on top of the Carbonic. Jesus, man. And he basically spends his gold. My god. Oh, this is so cool to watch and at the same time so demoralizing because I'm just not able to do that. It's very cool to watch, but like I said, I'm on tier 6 that turn, bro. Like, I'm not spending 13 gold on a rope with a Golden Bran. Are you kidding me? See, I still win this game, right? After the game hands me Golden Bran. Like, if we go back for a second, once we're here, I win the game, right? But what happens in my game is I go to 6 here. I don't spend my money too good. I take 15 damage, but because I'm on 34, I still have damage cap. And then next turn, I pop off and I win, right? And I start winning my fights. But Jeef is so fast that even on the turn where he's getting all the greed, all the setup, he scales in the same turn and ends with a good board. That's a difference, right? So that's why Jeef is so consistent, because if I am in this position, sometimes I will be below damage cap, right? And that's another thing, right? Jeef just, he's like better with early and mid game decisions, so he takes less damage. But even if Jeef would be below damage cap here, like he would still end with a winning board and not die. And I would die here, right? If I didn't have the damage cap. Well, maybe not here because it's not like this guy is super strong, but you could fight someone with like some, I don't know, if Cool Bore were in, someone with Blood Snout, and you die here. So the fact that he's able to then end on this big Carbonic as well by using the Avalanches is just crazy. So yeah, now it's just, I mean, he's on 34 with a Golden Bran. and he's already farming Avalanche. It's, yeah. Basically, good luck lobby. Good luck from here. So Jeef has been doing some, I think he might, yeah, just go Tavern Tempest. He needs money, right? He has these wing beats, man. He needs a dragon. Does he need to buy a dragon or can he target the shop? He can target the shop, okay. It's like, get out of my hand, bro. Get out of my hand, bro. All right, yes. So the Ultraviolet has felt really awkward for me this season because when you are doing Avalanche plus Lava Lantern, there's just not enough board space to do everything. So it's been a bit of a weird. He just takes the Divine Shield buff because it's like fast animations. He doesn't need it. But yeah, so this season has been mostly just abusing the Avalanche and the Lava Lantern. So it's usually very difficult to fit the Ultraviolet on the board as well. But Jeef's running 1 right now. That makes sense. He eats that. And it went on the Violet. Oops. That's fine. Again, right? These are like minor misplays. It happens. Like he's still very strong. He's so fast. This is like whatever. But Jeef's 3rd game today in the suggestion channel. Okay, cool. Yeah, I might do that later today if it's really, really good. Yeah, he basically doesn't lose a single unit. Like, his last unit died. It's turn 9 and he has a couple 200 health carbonics. That's the thing, right? That's the thing I want to really focus on for my own gameplay. I want to get better at being in this position and winning the fights at the same time. Anyway, let's focus. He has Nomi on the board still. So what Jeef is trying to do right now, and I've seen this before. I've seen him do this before. He's trying to play around Windfall. So you can see that he is moving Windfall stats on top of each other. So he's trying to scale exponentially here, because if you have a lot of avalanches, the guy that creates a spell, ooh, nice, and there's avalanche, oh my god, you can, yeah, basically it's better if you just see it happening. It's gonna be a lot easier to explain then. We also saw him sell the Ultraviolet last turn, so that's basically exactly what I was talking about, where it just feels very awkward to keep it on board. So the goal of the Nomi here, the use of the Nomi is really just to get some scaling. He skipped an elemental there because it's such a slow animation, I'm guessing. Oh, he has a magnetic in the shop as well. Yeah, he can throw that on top of his Windfall now. That's so good. But yeah, I'm essentially not gonna explain the combo yet. Like, first we'll watch him do it, because it's gonna be a lot easier to explain when you see it in action. Yeah, he's been rolling, I guess. He sells Nomi to not be too weak here. So he got about 100 on the elementals in the shop, and that's enough to get a snowball rolling. So now he just says, okay, Nomi did your job, right? He's also not even playing for full strength here, because he has that big tornado too. He feels pretty strong. The thing that most people do here is they would move the stats from the tornado to the carbonic, and unless I'm mistaken, I don't think that's what Jeef wants to do, right? I think Jeef wants to move the stats from the Windfall to something else and then back on top of Windfall, so that he just keeps making bigger Windfalls. And then once the Windfall is massive, then he can move it to the carbonic. So I'm curious to see where he's going to move it, because he doesn't have anything on the board. But the carbonic is so good for board space too, yeah. So right now, I guess he's looking for a elemental in the shop to move the stats from the Windfall to. He can't sell that yet, right? He needs to wait, because otherwise the Lantern will... He wants Windfall to be the elemental that he sells with Lava Lantern. So that needs to be the first one. Okay, so he's going in. So he's putting it on the triple in the shop. And then he got some of the stats on the Avalanche, but that's good, I guess. He needs board space anyway. Right, so he combines the stats here with a triple, and then puts it back on this guy. So normally the tornado would have been even bigger now, but because he moved some stats to his triple, he won't get the full benefit. But that's totally fine, right? Like, he needs some board space too. Classic triple Molten Rock. He's playing a little Vine Weaver on the side. That's funny. He's like, oh, I'm out of gold. What the hell, bro? Just mutinous. Woo. Yeah. Gotta go fast. Battle cry for 0. Thank you. I might get a Murloc. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, this is whatever. Like, he's good for this turn. Yeah, Devour and Avalanche selling the unit procs the Lava Lantern. And he wants to have a Tornado available at all times, which means that the first unit he sells has to be the Tornado, so the Lava Lantern makes another one. Like, that's a pretty big detail, which is why Carbonic is such a good elemental to have on the board, because it allows you to play with empty board slots. So, ooh, he hits another one. That's so good. So now he needs to move stats from the Windfall to something he... oh, he just found another Windfall. Okay, so he can just... He's just moving that from this guy to the guy in the shop, right? Yeah. And then he has the 800s that we're moving. But you can see that this strategy is very resource intense. Like, he has to get a lot of these mounting avalanches. Pretty important. Okay, he's gonna do the drive-by shield for this turn. That makes sense. Yeah, more Avalanche Caller. So you can see how he's just like very like, oh, give me more Avalanche, give me more Avalanche. He's not even buying that Naga money because he's probably gonna be fine. The rerolls are pretty good though. And now he buys the Naga money because it's more of an adjustment of, oh, I might actually run out of money. But the rodeo is being skipped here, yeah, very deliberately, as you can see. Even though it could get mounting avalanche, it's not really worth his time, I guess. Okay, but then he buys this, so that's a little inconsistent. But I guess he just really, he wasn't rolling enough things, so he's just running out of gold a little bit. I don't know, that's like a very small philosophical thing. Ooh, another avalanche. Don't sell the brand. Don't sell, oh. It makes sense. It just hurts me, man. Hurts me inside, chat. This is like the no respect play. Then again, that Carbonic is only 240 health, right? It's kind of falling off. So he just fills his hand with mounting avalanches now, because mounting avalanche is really the how do you say that, the linchpin, the bottleneck. If you don't have enough of them, you essentially have to stop scaling. You have to wait for next turn. So if he has enough avalanches, he can do that tornado play multiple times per turn. And then because he already has this golden divine shield Carbonic on the board, whenever he feels threatened, whenever he wants to go all in, potentially now, right, because it's top 4, he will just move the stats from the Windfall to the Carbonic, right? But right now he's still scaling, so we're gonna move the stats to the Magnetic, because then he can put all the stats on the Magnetic and just simply buy the Magnetic and put it on the golden Windfall. And then he also has that Tavern Tempest with the Kidnap Sack available. Okay, he's not even gonna buy. Oh, he doesn't have brand anymore, that's true. One might argue he doesn't need any more scaling. No, but what's the fun? What's the fun if you're like, oh, I'm big enough? I get it, right? If it's like a tournament, then sure. But if you're just playing ladder, may as well have some fun. So he has the Magnetic in the shop and he's thinking about, ooh, do I just freeze so I can keep going next round? But I think that next round the play is to move all the stats from the Tornado on top of the Carbonic, right? So going for another Magnetic doesn't really matter. He's getting 3 more Avalanches. If he avalanches the Tornado on top of the Carbonic, he gets 2 more big things. So he needs 3 Avalanches total, and he has 5. So how is he going to use these 2 others? I guess if he rolls a good minion, he can still buff his other Tornado. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, being 34 HP gives him some, you know, I honestly don't think it's a bad idea if he had gone all in this turn, but on 34 HP, the opponent's not like tier 7, so there's no Morgles. They found another Windfall, so I think he can scale a little bit more, right? He needs to keep 2, right? Right, so yeah, so what Jeef is doing right now, let's talk about that. This is because you might say, oh, what is he doing? If he uses Avalanche on the Tornado, he will get 2 cards in his hand, right? And then 2 more from the Lava Lantern. So he needs to have 6 cards only. So he's trying to burn cards here. Yeah, he has to burn cards so that he doesn't miss any Windfalls. So he's just picking that up so he can sell this Charmwing. And now the Kidnap Sack is gone. Yeah, that's probably... He doesn't want those because he wants to sell, right? All right, we know that he needs to keep 3. So after he does this, he's good. Yeah. This is perfect. This lines up perfectly, yeah. He's already done that math. So here we go. 1. Oh, because of the Magnetic, he can actually keep 1. That's fine. But if he didn't roll a Magnetic there, he would have needed another Avalanche to move it. Beatbox, yeah, that's what we talked about, right? With the Kidnap Sack and the huge Magnetic. Because he could have made a very large Magnetic that's also an Elemental with the Avalanche, and then he could have Kidnap Sacked and picked it back up. But yeah, now he casually has a 50,000 health Carbonic now. So now he's just I guess just adding Leroy and stuff. I don't know. He's on 34, so he can keep his Avalanche setup to maybe play around some scam, but it's really hard for someone to scam a golden Carbonic. Yeah, okay. I see you are also playing Elementals, my friend. Close game. GG, well played. Yeah, I mean, when you have Jeef in your lobby, what are you supposed to do, man? I mean, come on, this is bullshit. That's not reasonable, man.